it. And welcome back to another episode of I've Heard It Both Ways, the podcast that is in your social bubble. We're in all the bubbles.
Yeah. You all right, Zach?
I'm good. Nice to hear your voice,
Year, mate. Happy New Year.
Yeah, to you and everyone listening as well.
Man, it's been a while, but it's good to be back.
Exactly.
Got my setup now, got the mic.
Yeah, close at hand. Good.
Got my portable office.
And we'll just get on this one episode at a time, mate. One episode at a time. Mate, Christmas shopping and all of this kind of stuff kind of brought back memories of like when you were young and growing up and like all the things you were excited around the festive time. But do you know what started to jar me, mate? I bought a Mars bar and I just looked at it and I was like, okay. I know that I'm bigger and older and,
That Mars bar looked massive when you were a kid, didn't it?
Exactly. It looked massive compared to what I was looking at. But I don't think it's just me, mate. I don't think it's just me. It's not that effect of when you go back to like your childhood bedroom and you're like, wow, this bed is so small. That used to be the biggest poster in the world. It's more than that, mate. I think that they've been sneakily making the Mars bar smaller.
I think they have.
They've been making it smaller, mate. They've been making it smaller. Do you know what that's called?
What's it called?
It's called shrinkflation.
Okay.
It's called shrinkflation. Instead of like just charging you more for the product that you're used to, which is, it's quite obvious. You know that the price has increased. You can make a decision about whether you want it or not. There's like a tactic and a habit of retailers, merchandisers, producers, whatever you call them, actually making the size of the product smaller. That's shrinkflation. Have you noticed that in anything else?
No, but I'm guessing, is that because of the sugar intake and like the health? What
they'll tell you, mate. You're lining yourself up to be taken for a ride, mate. Like, that's what they'll tell you. But it's cost. It's the bottom line.
They just want you to buy two, innit?
I don't know if they want you to buy two. They don't want you to even notice that they're giving you less product for the same money.
So do you reckon those grab bags are the same size as a normal bag when you're a kid?
What, the grab bags? What, the ones that are 5% air?
Exactly, yeah. The ones where everything's just squashed at the bottom.
Exactly. I don't know, mate. But do you know what they say? They say that actually they need the air as a cushion for transportation. And that's a lot of the reason why the air's in there.
Sounds like old air to me, mate.
Exactly. A whole lot of hot air. That sounds like hot air.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, not old air. What's old air?
I don't know. It's when you've not been in a room for like 15 years.
It's when you've not been podcasting for a while and you forgot sayings.
Exactly, and just words come out of your mouth. Any words, any old words.
That will happen throughout this episode, by the way, guys.
Jokes. So shrinkflation, mate. I just
right. What else has been shrinkflating?
You tell me, what have you noticed? Because there's some things that are just right in your face, staring you in your face.
You've made me just look around my room now. I don't see anything smaller, but I didn't used to live here when I was small, so I don't know.
You might need to make your way to the kitchen, mate, but that's where it's going to be happening. Have you seen the new Toblerone?
Are you just going to say loads of chocolates now?
Oh, am I sticking to chocolate? I've got a couple of chocolates in mind, mate. I've got a couple of chocolates.
You can tell it's Christmas, isn't it?
The new Toblerone, mate, it's like you could put your finger in between the little pyramids. That's how much space there is between and the next.
Mate, you had quite a lot of time on your hand over the Christmas period, didn't you?
No, mate,
I mean, we all did, but
I was measuring Toblerones, and then
I think you had the Mars bar and Toblerone next to each other, and you're like,
And then what did I do? I went into my reference drawer to get my 1996 Toblerone to make a comparison.
Yeah. Meanwhile, everyone in the room's like, "Are you going to eat that? For fuck's sake."
It's not even that, mate. It's one of them ones where you're like, no, I'm sure this is happening. And then you just actually start researching. So, yeah, I just looked it up. And that's how I knew it was called shrinkflation. And there's just plenty of examples. It's going to be loads of stuff that you're buying on a day-to-day basis and not even noticing. So, like, there's all cereals have reduced in size. So, like, a small cornflakes is like
something 20%. I remember being really big. Yeah, big boxes of cereal. Yeah.
Exactly. They've definitely come down. Any of your snacks, basically, mate, that's going to happen. Any of your snacks. And then the biggest selling product of the pandemic, toilet roll. Even your luxury.
Getting less toilet roll now.
Yeah, in a couple of ways. If you looked at the length of the toilet roll before, like they've made it like 2 centimeters shorter. Okay. So it's still the same thickness. And it's still the same amount of sheets, but you're just getting less.
So the sheets are smaller, each
exactly.
sheet?
Yeah. But shorter in height, as in if you think of like the width of the toilet roll and you just took a knife and sliced off the top 2 centimeters, that's missing. So, yeah, mate, you need to claim back all
so is that justifying all those people who went out and got extra toilet roll? Yeah, because, you know...
It doesn't justify it. And I'm laughing at the fact that there's some of them that have still got bloody hordes and hordes of toilet roll.
Yeah, and then they went out again in this new bloody lockdown.
What, did they do it again?
I swear they did, because they were ramshacking all the supermarkets again, weren't they?
Don't they learn the first time round?
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, exactly. Nah, that's the short answer. No.
Yeah, no, exactly. Maybe they just overuse their toilet roll. You know what I mean?
As in use it for everything. So like right.
Yeah.
When Halloween came around, all the costumes are made out of toilet roll.
Just loads of mummies around.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody's a mummy. This shit. Don't ask me why. Can I be a princess? You can be a princess mummy. You can be a mummified princess.
Exactly.
Whatever it is. Jokes. Luxury toilet roll, mate, went from 3-ply to 2-ply. And all the aficionados didn't even notice. Or they probably did notice, to tell the truth. That went from 3 to 2.
If we ever get to meet one, we'll ask
We'll get
toilet roll aficionado.
We'll get the report. Mate, and yeah, just plenty of other things like this as well. PG tips, mate. I know you like a spot of tea.
Yeah, I like a bit of tea.
Morning. How many tea bags come in a box for you?
Oh, I don't know, man.
Oh, for real? I thought you were one of the people that look at the box every single morning.
If you want, you can ask me again, and I can give you the answer because I'm in the kitchen. So.
All right. Are you actually in the kitchen?
Yeah. Do you want me to ask it again? Wait a second. I'm gonna go ask it again, and I'm gonna tell you.
You know, you like your tea in the morning and everything.
Yeah, love a cuppa.
How many bags are in your standard box of tea, mate?
All right. I think it's 40 pyramid bags of PG tips. I think it's
40 pyramid bags. All right. You got the new edition. You got the shrinkflation edition, mate. Because that used to be 50 bags.
What?
It used to be 50 bags.
Where's my 10 bags gone?
But mate, it's just one of those things where it's like, hold on, did everyone notice, or did everyone just think, nah, that's just me, that's just me, and not realize that actually everything's just been getting a little bit smaller?
And also, did the PG tips bags go from like 50 to 49, 48, or is it just like 40?
Short and sharp. Okay. Yeah, that's how to do it. That's how you get away with it. Got to be in the business. Got to know how to do this.
And was this all before social media? Because I can imagine even going from 50 to 49 tea bags would cause a storm.
No, mate, I don't think it was before social media. It's like in the last few years.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I think this is even like from 2015 to now. These things are measured. It's not all the way from like the 90s till now. This is like recent stuff. I'm going to steer away from the other chocolate bars, and we'll go for.
It's January, mate. Come on, we're all on this health kick now. Come on.
Yeah, All right, so let me ruin it by talking about Cadbury's cream eggs, mate.
I thought you were going off chocolate.
Chocolate bars, mate. It's all about. This is formed into a spheric ovoid, or whatever the name for an egg is.
Yeah.
Yeah, they used to come in packs of 6. Now they're packs of 5, mate. Who wants 5 cream eggs when you could have had 6?
Mate, you're buying 5. I just get the one, innit? Just one singular one. That's too much.
Of cream eggs. Mate, I don't like eggs. I don't. Oh.
Nah, 5's too much.
I like the first bite of a Cadbury's cream egg, and then I'm like, this is like molten lava sugar, just a sugar
cream egg's one of those things because you haven't had it for like 10 years, so you'll buy one, and then like you said, in between, like midway through, you're like, it's too much sugar.
Exactly. This is why I haven't had it. This is why I haven't had it for 10 years. That's what you realise.
Yeah. Anyway, you bought 5 now.
Some people have family and loved ones that they're buying for. They're not just buying snacks for themselves to eat on the bus. So, yeah. There are other reasons.
Some people are, though. Just saying.
What, they're buying the 6-pack just for themselves?
Yeah, on the bus.
So like
no one can judge them. Yeah, no one can judge them. Just back in the bus.
Back in the bus, hood up, and just gorge. Make your way through them eggs. But yeah, there's this rum company that my sister put me onto. So yeah, I got their rum, and it tastes nice, mate. But the can, I was just thinking, what size is this? It was like 200 mils, and I was like, that's not even like a normal size. Is that like
a rum mixer thing? Yeah,
yeah, it's a rum mixer.
Yeah. No, but I've got a friend who loves his beer, and with the whole craft beer, lots of companies making craft beer now, but they come in really small cans, don't they? A friend of mine refuses to buy them, as and still goes for the traditional ones because they're just bigger cans.
But when you say smaller, are you talking about like the 330 ml? Because that's like a size that we're familiar with, which fair enough.
Not for beer.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah, because you usually get bigger cans for that.
For craft beer, I expect it to be in a 330 ml, mate.
Yeah, I know, but
really technical here. Like, I don't know. I feel a little bit uncomfortable. I feel like some sort of beer anorak. It's like, the 330 ml, that was a classic.
Yeah, you're not a beer anorak.
No, not a beer anorak, like a can anorak. Like,
right, yeah, the can, yeah. Standard can, procedures.
Exactly. I expect craft beer to come in that size. But yeah, maybe I'm just like
But what I mean is in beer in general.
Yeah. No, I do get what you're saying.
Because when we were younger, there wasn't a big craft beer revolution. So it was just you got your beer in big cans. Yeah. But it was really warm at the end.
I guess what you're saying, mate, is that you're actually paying the same price, isn't it? You're saying paying the same price.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Little can rather than an actual.
Yeah, even though it might, for me anyway, it tastes better, the craft beer, but you are still paying a lot for it.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not sure how premium it is, especially when sometimes craft beer, I don't know, is craft beer experimental, mate?
Not all no, I know what you mean. Like if you go to craft beer bars, they'll have some experimental stuff. But no, by the time they've canned it, I'm sure it's Mama's recipe.
Approved. What, the man from Del Monte?
Yeah, he came round. He came round with his fake Zorro outfit. Yeah. Drinking all the beers.
But either way, mate, I'm just here. Public service announcement.
Right. So things are getting. How do you react to that though? Do you see it as we're getting ripped off, or do you think maybe it's we need to look after the planet a little bit more by not overfeeding, each other, or the health kick? How do you react to the shrink? What's it called? Shrinkflation.